Welcome in then to the latest edition of Extra Time. Thank you as always for your tweets. Frank and Stevie alongside me. Gentlemen, here we go. Who is the better manager? Chris Wilder, Nuno, Ole, Brendan Rodgers or Frank Lampard? That's your 5. Make your choice. I feel like there should be some sort of countdown.
I start.
Go on, Frank.
This season, Chris Wilder. What he did with the team, the way he played, and today against Chelsea, that guy is a masterpiece. I mean, the way he's able to motivate his players, the way he made them play, how they improved as well, and how they adapt to the Premier League. I mean, it's fantastic. Well, now saying that, I want to see the second season, which is always the test for the promoted team, where they settle down well, but they have to confirm, and that's the most difficult thing to do. So I wait for him, and I want to see him next season.
Stevie, would you go Chris Wilder as well?
Yeah, I think so.
Right, okay, so where are we going else in this? What order are we going for the rest?
Oh, you want the whole list?
Well, yeah, because I like to stir it up.
Oh, my. I can't even remember now.
Well, let me give it to you. Nuno, Ole, Brendan, Frank.
But you can't argue that Ole's doing well.
So Ole's a better manager than Brendan Rodgers?
But don't start your nonsense. Like, I'm talking out loud here.
Oh, okay, all right.
Do you know, listen, all of them have done a great job in just different ways.
But if we have to make it
it's pretty hard to separate.
If we have to separate them.
All right, I'm not going. I'll tell you what, Chris Wilder, and then the rest are tied.
No, Stevie, no, you can't do that.
I've just done it.
No. Frank.
Well, nobody expected Brendan Rodgers to get them in the top 4, right?
So he's second.
They sat ahead of all the other ones, so you'd have to say Brendan Rodgers is second.
Okay.
Did we expect Wolves? Did we expect Wolves to be kind of where they are? Well, we probably did. Did we expect Ole to be kind of where he is? Yeah, we probably did. The fact is that Man United are still not in the top 4,
right,
but they are playing great football. So I'm going to go Chris Wilder.
Yep.
I'm going to go Brendan Rodgers. Nobody expected him to be in the top 4.
Yep.
I'm going to go Frank Lampard.
Right.
Because nobody expected Frank to be in the top 4. And then I'm going to go Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because from being absolutely lambasted, including by myself,
yep,
he's got them looking as though they're going to get in the top 4. And then that leaves Nuno. There you go.
Perfect, we got there in the end. Frank, what do you think?
I will go for Brendan Rodgers for second, Nuno for third, because I think the way Wolverhampton plays, and I didn't expect to see them fighting until almost the end to reach maybe a spot in a Europa League. Then Frank Lampard, because I didn't expect Chelsea to finish maybe hopefully in the first 4, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, because he's the last, because I was expecting Manchester United to do better. They're doing great now, but to do better for a while, where I didn't see him being able to react until he gets Bruno Fernandes, would change everything for Manchester United.
Is this the most meaningless North London derby in history between two teams in the midst of mid-table mediocrity?
Aye, I'll tell you what, it could be, couldn't it? Yeah. You talk about, it's almost like normally you go into it going, well, at least there's going to be blood and thunder, and there could be some goals, and there could be some great football. I'm kind of sitting going, I wonder which one of them is going to be the worst. That's weird, isn't it?
You kind of
the
feel...
mighty Arsenal and Tottenham. Yeah, and that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Who's going to be worse?
Yeah, but you feel it's kind of bigger for Spurs, weird, isn't it, Frank? Because at least Arsenal have put in a little bit of a good run recently. But every Spurs fan I speak to at the moment is so down.
Yeah, but it's true that we don't expect anything from them. So nobody really cares. Even if I play for Chelsea, I No, but it's true. But even when I played for Chelsea, I was looking at the derby between Arsenal and Tottenham because I knew that was huge, and I knew they hate each other. But really, that's the first time that whatever the result's gonna be, whatever is gonna happen, I don't care because they both so poor right now that I don't really want to see it, and I don't want to hear about it. I want to see next season what's going to happen to the two clubs.
Stevie, who's your favourite defender from the 80s, 90s and the noughties? Well, let's just have one overall, shall we? Who's been your favourite defender during that time?
Not a Liverpool, I presume.
Well, you would say Alan Hansen if I gave you Liverpool. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take Hansen out of the equation.
I tell you what, I like
Steve Nicol?
Baresi.
Yeah? Baresi?
I like Baresi. You know, listen, the best defenders are always defenders that you never notice.
Right.
Because they're so clever that they sort out the trouble and they smell it and see it before anybody else, and then it doesn't happen. I mean, that's what Baresi did for absolute fun. He marshalled everybody around him. I hardly remember ever seeing him on the ball that much. He was just too busy, just on his armchair sorting everything out. It's fantastic.
Frank?
From the 80s, Baresi is more from the 90s.
No, you can have any of that period, or else we'll be here all day.
Oh, for any of that period. I played with Marcel Desailly. I mean, that guy was nicknamed The Rock, and I played with him, and I played against him when he was playing for Milan, when he was playing for Nantes and Marseille. That guy was a monster. But I agree with Stevie. Baresi was a masterpiece, a master of orchestra in Milan, you know, leading the defense. And I played against them in the European, yes, it was a European League game, where I saw him, you know, commanding, and that was absolutely fantastic. I didn't have the chance to see Franz Beckenbauer, but I'm sure it was as great as Baresi.
Now, with all the leagues restarting...
Hey, Dan, I've got to...
Go on, Steve.
Dan, I've got to tell you. Baresi actually sent me a letter asking for a job.
On
Turned
here?
him down.
On here?
I didn't think he'd... Aye. Yeah, he sent me a letter when I was at the Revs, coaching the Revs.
Wow.
About saying he was interested in doing some coaching in the US and blah, blah, blah. And I thought... I think he's probably used to more than $10 a day, you know, and a packed lunch. So I didn't bother.
Instead, you got Mariner.
Yeah, well, there you go.
With all the leagues restarting, we've seen it takes a couple of games for teams to find their form. Any chance Atalanta just blow PSG's doors off? It'll be great for Jules. At least they'll have material for another year. Atalanta with a 2-2 draw today. A late penalty for Ronaldo, giving Juventus the draw against them. Frank, they're good at the moment, Atalanta. PSG won't necessarily just steamroll them.
Yeah, that's going to be complicated. Don't forget that Paris is going to have two domestic cup finals to play, the League Cup and the French Cup. So that's going to be helpful to find the rhythm for them, but I think it won't be enough. And Atalanta is absolutely fantastic today. They played very well against Juventus again, and we don't expect them to do well. They're still the underdog, so I'm sure all PSG fans are very happy that Paris was going to play against them and play the second game at home. But it's going to be a real problem to Paris Saint-Germain player to find the right rhythm and to not be completely knackered at the end of the game. So I'm very, very concerned about Paris Saint-Germain being able to go through against Atalanta. That's going to be hard.
Final question, and it is a beauty. I saw an £8 shepherd's pie they served at Mulligan's Irish Pub in Wisconsin. Would love to see Stevie make a go at this and see if he could finish this monster. It is a monster, Stevie.
Oh my goodness, it's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, I could finish it.
You could.
I just don't think I could do it in one sitting. And I was unsure of what I saw the picture of it and it had orange on top of it. I'm assuming that was cheese.
I think that's cheese, yes.
Or else, well, it has to be cheese. Yeah, it has to be cheese. Otherwise, it's not shepherd's pie.
Yeah.
Right?
No, exactly.
So, I could finish it, but absolutely not one go.
How many goes?
Is
it a tour?
I could probably go on 2, aye. Yep.
Steve, I reckon you could finish it off. I've seen you eat.
2. Have a look at it. I could do it in 2.
I think you could do it in 1.
Nah, there look to be a lot of potatoes in it.
Right.
I think the potatoes would kill me.
I like the bread and butter on the side just to help you as well, in case that you're not full enough.
Oh, yeah. Aye, right, aye.
All right, that is it. That brings us to the end of today's show. Thank you very much, as always, for all your tweets. We'll be back tomorrow for more. Until then, goodbye. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.